Imagine investing $1 billion into a dream, watching it crumble, and then doing it all over again. Not once, but twice. That's the jaw-dropping story of Henrik Fisker, a man whose passion for cars is matched only by his resilience in the face of failure. Today, we're taking a wild ride into the heart of Fisker Inc., a company that's more than just cars. It's about a dream, drama, and the drive to revolutionize the EV industry. If you thought electric cars were just about saving the planet, strap in because you're about to discover a saga filled with ambition, setbacks, and controversy. Let's dive into the electrifying world of Fisker Inc. The saga of Henrik Fisker. Let's start with Henrik Fisker, the man behind the brand. This guy is like the Elon Musk of the design world. His work on the BMW Z8 and Aston Martin DB9, legendary. But Fisker's dream was bigger. He wanted his name on a car, not just as a designer, but as the creator. So he started Fisker Coach Build in 2005. But here's where the plot twists. The company tanked, producing fewer than 15 cars before shutting down in 2007. Ouch, right? But Fisker, he's not one to give up. The very same year, he launched Fisker Automotive and introduced the world to the Fisker Karma, a sexy plug-in hybrid that turned heads, but unfortunately, not profits. The company went belly up in 2013, gulping down a staggering $1.4 billion, including a massive loan from Uncle Sam. The Fisker Ocean. A new hope? Fast forward 2016, and Henrik is back with Fisker Inc. This time, he's promising the game changer. A solid-state battery that could revolutionize EVs. But as we stand in 2023, that tech is as real as my chances of winning the lottery. Instead, Fisker Inc. pivots to the Fisker Ocean. This SUV is sleek, affordable, and packed with tech. On paper, it's everything an EV enthusiast could dream of. But as they say, the devil is in the details. Problems brewing in paradise. Now, let's get to the juicy part. It's 2023, and Fisker Inc. is in the hot seat. Production targets missed, share prices plummeting, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Fisker's promise of revolutionizing the EV market is looking more like a mirage in the desert of broken EV dreams. They've slashed their production outlook multiple times, and the rumor mill is in overdrive with talks of financial instability and misled investors. It's like watching a high-stakes poker game where Fisker's chips are dwindling by the minute. Unpacking Fisker's production nightmare. Peeling back the layers of Fisker's woes, we find a tangle of production costs, profit margins, and a complicated dance with their manufacturer magnet. Big question on everyone's mind. Can Fisker make a profit on the Ocean, especially the base model that's aggressively priced to disrupt the market? And then there's the issue of reservations. Sure, there's a long list of potential buyers, but will these turn into actual sales? It's a mystery worthy of Sherlock Holmes. The Fisker Ocean's troubled waters. But wait, there's more. The Fisker Ocean, which should have been sailing smoothly by now, is navigating a storm of customer complaint. From software bugs to battery issues and everything in between, it's like Fisker's ambition wrote a check that reality couldn't cash. Customers are reporting issues left and right. Key fobs failing, strange rattles, battery drain, you name it. It's like a whack-a-moles of problems for Fisker Inc. Upcoming models from Fisker Inc. Moving on from the current scenario with the Fisker Ocean, let's take a look at what's next for Fisker Inc. Despite facing challenges, the company is progressing with plans for new models, each targeting different segments of the electric vehicle market. The Fisker Alaska is set to mark the company's entry into the electric truck market. With limited details available, it's anticipated that the Alaska will aim to combine Fisker's design principles with the functional demands of a utility truck. The move into this segment represents a significant step for Fisker, aligning with the broader automotive industry's shift towards electric trucks. Next, there's the Fisker Pier. Positioned as a more affordable electric vehicle option, the Pier is expected to have a starting price around $30,000. Fisker's approach with the Pier seems to be targeting a broader market base, potentially appealing to consumers seeking electric vehicles at a lower price point. Lastly, the lineup includes the Fisker Ronin, which is being developed as a luxury performance electric vehicle. Details about the Ronin suggest that Fisker is aiming to compete in the higher-end segment of the EV market, focusing on performance and premium features. Fisker's rebuttal amidst market skepticism. All right, folks, let's shift gears and talk about the latest twist in the Fisker saga. Just when you think the plot couldn't thicken anymore, it does. Fisker's stock has been on a bit of a roller coaster, and I'm not talking about the fun kind. It's been a steep downhill ride, with shares plummeting another 10% to $1.65. Yeah, that's a drop of about 80% since January. But here's where it gets interesting. CEO Henrik Fisker isn't just sitting back. He's come out swinging with a statement defending his company amid this market turmoil. Henrik Fisker, ever the optimist, says the negative reports are way overblown. He's standing firm, believing in the long-term vision of his company. But let's face it, with the stock taking a nosedive and production targets being slashed left and right, it's a hard sell. The latest announcement from Fisker admitted a strategic decision to cut back on December production. Why? To prioritize liquidity and free up over $300 million in working capital. Sounds like a smart move, but it sent investors into a tizzy, unable to look past the magnitude of the cutback. Here's a stat that puts things into perspective. Fisker's current production target is just 28% of what it was back in March. That's a massive drop. However, Fisker's CEO is not losing hope. He's talking up the long-term prospects, saying the business is making positive strides every day. He's banking on the company's expanding delivery services and new locations in Oklahoma and New York to turn the tide. But here's the kicker. Fisker is also looking at alternative revenue streams like selling EPA greenhouse gas emission credit. They're eyeing to generate 2.7 million GHG credits by 2025 and are already in talks to sell these to other major automakers. In Europe, they're aiming to monetize credits for their 2023 vehicle registrations. It's an interesting strategy, but let's be real, it's not the core of their business. The main game is still about scaling and delivering those EVs. The market, however, seems a bit jittery about this. There's a sense of inconsistency in Fisker's messaging. On one hand, there's talk of great manufacturing facilities and demand, but then comes another production guidance reduction. It's no wonder investors are feeling a bit seasick with all these mixed signals. But, and there's always a but, Fisker's management is still playing their cards close to their chest. They're hinting at some aces up their sleeves. Deliveries are reportedly ramping up, with November sales outdoing the entire third quarter. And then there's the peer crossover, Fisker's next big bet. Priced at $30,000, Fisker is branding it as the most exciting vehicle of the century under $30,000. A bold claim, right? But as always, there's a shadow of skepticism from analysts, especially around the cost promises. Looking ahead, Fisker's fate. So what's next for Fisker Inc? Will it be third time lucky for Henrik Fisker, or is this the final curtain call? The company's survival hinges on its ability to address these manufacturing challenges, convert those reservations into solid sales, and most critically, fix the issues plaguing the ocean. To race against time in a battle for credibility in the ruthless EV market. The road ahead for Fisker. So what's the verdict on Fisker? Is Henrik Fisker's confidence enough to steer the company back on track, or are these just hopeful words in the face of mounting challenges? The EV market is unforgiving, and Fisker's journey is proof of that. But if there's one thing we know about Henrik Fisker, it's that he's not one to back down easily. Only time will tell if Fisker Inc. can navigate these turbulent waters and emerge stronger on the other side. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you bullish on Fisker's future, or do you think it's an uphill battle? And hey, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We have lots of videos about Fisker's EV lineup, and this is one of them. Can't wait to see you there.